Hello, my name is Tommaso Allen, and I based my infographics on my proposal document. And some context for that is my proposal was I proposed greater water efficient toilets for my parents' house. And specifically, my primary audience was my dad, who has been a homeowner for 20 years. And he and his family have older toilet brand models from like the 1960s before federal standards are set on water efficiency. So they're much less efficient use of water than newer toilets. So he's missing out on a lot of cost savings from not having new toilets. So I proposed better efficient toilets for him to save money and to use less water. Um, but the audience for my first infographic is not going to be my primary audience. It's actually going to be my gatekeeper, who is Donzel Lewis. Um, he is a plumber for the Capital District Services, which is obviously a plumbing company, and they serve the greater metropolitan DC area. And as my parents live in Montgomery County, Maryland, they could potentially um, get like toilets or sinks or faucets installed by Mr. Lewis or his company. So I've based this infographic much more technically focused and using more statistics and facts, while my second infographic's audience is my primary audience. So I base that more on stuff that's actually going to improve my dad's life and his family's life, um, instead of more statistics. And so I think the biggest difference in these two infographics are going to be its content or their content and their messages. The first infographic focuses on the urgency of my problem, which is the unsustainable use of water in the United States. Um, and it's presented in a sort of chronological story where it first highlights the issue and highlights how much water we use and how much a family spends every year on water, but then it goes into how the impacts of the issue and how there's going to be water shortage in the next decade. And then it shows the share of water in the house and how toilets are the biggest share of household water use. And then it shows how the water efficiency of toilets and how older model brands are much less efficient. So by installing better efficient toilets, installing newer toilets that are set or comply with federal standards. You're gonna make a lot. You're gonna save a lot of water. So that's a very easy, manageable fix that could improve the use or reduce the use of water and improve water sustainability in the United States. And my second infographic is essentially an advertisement to my primary audience on the product that I proposed. And the product is a Niagara Stealth toilet. So I just included the benefits, some of the benefits, some of the perks, and the price, and how much Montgomery County resident could save over time. And as my parents are Montgomery County residents, by focusing on Montgomery County in my analysis, um, it would better influence them to buy this product. And then some of the design choices I made for the first infographic were the template in the background. The template is water, so it fits in with the topic of the infographic. And a lot of the background is a light blue slash gray, and then the words are dark blue. So it's very blue all around, except for the graphic I used, which I found very insightful. I used in my proposal, and this I just think it really does help out explaining the importance of efficiency, especially when it is specified when it comes to toilets, because that's going to be a huge use of water in the household. And then in my second infographic, the background is actually not a template, it's an image I found, which is just an image of a toilet being flushed, which is obviously on brand, and I found pretty visually appealing. And the information in this infographic doesn't take as much space, because it should be a very simple advertisement that shouldn't take too much time. It should just get to the point of why this is a great thing to purchase for my audience. And as compared to my first infographic, which were much more information and much more text, because it is an important issue and should be taken into consideration. And my gatekeeper, Donzo Lewis, who's a plumber, he's not gonna be interested in the, perks and the technology of toilets, because as a plumber, he knows these technologies. But it's going to be very critical for him to understand the importance of sustainability and efficiency in, water infrastructure, because as a plumber, he is actually has the ability to install better efficiency toilets, faucets, sinks, and whatnot. So he has actually the power to sort of make a change. So that's why it's much more technical focus. And my second infographic is much more based on a consumer sell to my primary audience, my parents. So yeah, thank you for watching.